free, but I'm not aware of what you're going to bring. It's mad information that's being brought out each round that person may need to question. So all I'm saying is the person needs to be aware so that they can properly address it.
Correct. I have.
That's what you want to.
And let me tell you how many pages of notes that I have so that you all can be aware. I want to say, if I look at this, I think I have like, I'll say 11,000 words. I got to go through 11,000 words. Because not only did I type it, I had my dictator capturing the information as well to be able to capture what everybody is saying so that I can match my paper notes to my computer, my notes that I gather from my computer. That's 11,000 words that I'm going to have to go through. So if he comes up and says, well, what about in round 2, X, Y, and Z? Hold on one second. I need to filter through my notes and be able to address those questions. Nobody's trying to be dishonest, but people should be prepared.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, well, we're going around. Okay, hold on, Sister. We're going around in circles. Let me get in here real quick. And I agree with your first statement that you should have the right to prepare. So, Brother Neo, we're going to have to reschedule because I mean that we've given other people time to prepare, and that was either the person who filed an appeal or the judge. And I don't think Justice would have a problem with resetting this appeal. Justice, would you agree to that?
Yes, I definitely agree. She needs the right to prepare. But as far as him giving up,
hold on. I don't want you to go to the next one. I'm gonna address that one too. So Justice, LV, you good with that, brother? Postponing?
Yeah, I'm good with it.
Okay. So Neo, brother, we're gonna postpone, bro. And I'm gonna wait until Sister E tells me she's ready. And when Sister E says she's ready, then I'll call you and find out if you're ready, because evidently you was ready today. So as soon as she tells me she's ready, and hopefully Sister E will be able to do that within next couple of days, the sooner the better. I would appreciate that, Sister E, and I appreciate you, Sister E. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't have to do this. You know what I'm saying? So thank you so much, dear sister. Okay. And so Neo, we'll get back with you when she's ready, and then we'll coordinate a date and time for both of y'all for everybody to show up again. Is that okay, Brother Neo?
Yeah, that'll work.
Okay, and let me say this to both of y'all, and this is what all the judges always remind our debaters and our participants and judges, and especially when it comes to an appeal. Please have your timestamps ready. Please have your timestamps ready in the video. The video is on BlackJesusMinister, YouTube, or y'all can use the edited version of the video that'll be on Ultimate Debate League. But whatever video you all, most likely I'll use the Ultimate Debate League video. So well, we can use the Black Jesus. We'll use the Black Jesus. And so y'all get your timestamps ready. Have your information ready to be lined up with your timestamp. Remember, whenever we play your timestamp, that it stops your time. You know, there's no time being taken. Yes, ma'am.
So if there are timestamps, what am I supposed to know as far as the timestamps? Am I
because if there's a point in the video that you want to bring out, what someone said or what they presented or what they did not present, any point in the video that you want to use to defend yourself and your decision, you're welcome to do that. That's
how can she have a timestamp ready if she doesn't know what's going to be asked? See the problem right there.
Okay, I haven't gone to that.
I know, but no, it just came up right here now.
I got you. I'm going there, LV. I'm going there, LV. I heard everything. I heard everybody. I let everybody talk before me. So I'm just trying to tie down the time situation and the having it postponed. So let me just tie that knot, and then I'll go to the second point. So I think we got that knot tied, and I'm just bringing out some clarifications, Brother LV. So yes, LV and Just Us and I would say the same thing as I'm saying now. Please have your timestamps ready if you have them. We ain't saying you got to, but if you're going to allude to some things in the video, what was said, this particular evidence, that particular evidence, whatever, to your advantage, it would be to your advantage to have that timestamp, and so that we, the judges, can see the information and the evidence that you're talking about in the video. Because we're only going to discuss, you two guys, Neo and Sister E, will only be able to discuss the evidence that was presented and the statements that were presented in the video.
Quick
If
question.
it's not in it, I'm almost finished, sister.
Okay.
If it's not in the video, you know what I'm saying, most likely we may not consider it, and we shouldn't consider it. Only information and the arguments that were presented and recorded in the video. Yes, ma'am. What's your question?
Quick question. So you mentioned Just Us as well. What does Just Us have to do with the timestamps? He was only the moderator.
I never told Just Us to get timestamps together.
Okay.
I said that we, the judges, are informing you guys and admonishing you guys to have your timestamps together.
I thought you said Just Us. My bad. My apologies, Just Us. I thought I heard that.
Okay. Now I'm addressing the last part, the latter that brother LV was bringing up, and you were passionate about as well, dear sister. I'm gonna say this, LV, and to Just Us, if we tell the appellant to give them their 5 questions ahead of time, that will be the first time that we've ever done that. We've never asked an appellant to give their 5 questions ahead of time. This will be the first time. And to, in my opinion, to maintain continuity and fairness, I think we should do it the way we've been doing it, and that's without giving the person the questions ahead of time. Maybe that's something that we could consider doing next year, but we haven't done that, so I don't know why we should do that now. But I kind of get you guys' point. I kind of understand that. But that's my say on that, LV. Go ahead, LV. Respond to
that. That's what I was saying. Like a couple seconds ago, you told Neo and Sister E that if they have a timestamp ready to defend themselves, that they need to have that prepared.
Yes.
The timestamp should be catered to the question that someone is asking, so you can make what you're saying clear. If a person is able to ask a question and I don't have my timestamp ready to prepare for that question, then how am I to sift through 3 hours of video? And then instead of me freestyling, because it's a 3-hour video, you could put, instead of playing the exact words on the video, now you have to say something here that may not necessarily reflect the video. I just think it's unweighty. And I can name 3 instances to where we didn't start off this debate course this way, but we made the adjustments and exceptions as we went on, as things developed. I don't see why it would be different here, because if we need to go over some of them examples, I'm prepared to. But it doesn't have to happen right here. I just want to see if Black Jesus and Just Us actually see what I'm saying to be more than reasonable. If someone has to defend a point, they should be able to go in.
Yeah, we're coming to you, Neo. I promise.
I'll land.
No. I promise, Neo. We're gonna let you come in. But this is very important. The judge, I'm talking to the judge.
This is what I'm talking about. I'm dealing with the subject he was just speaking on. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you go. We all on that subject, and we ain't gonna leave it. Then right after LV, then Just Us, and then you. Okay, Neo, then you. Go ahead, finish up, LV.
Yeah, and before you came here, I made it clear this isn't something that has to be implemented right now. I was just introducing it based on what was said, and it came up again in regards to Sister E may need to have a video to give her evidence. That's just a possibility. I don't know. Neo, you got it, bro.
No. Just Us and then Neo. Go ahead, Just Us. What you want to say, bro?
I'm gonna forget my point, bro.
Okay, go ahead, Neo.
All right, so he's talking about she don't know what questions I'm gonna ask and all of this stuff, and the video timestamp should be based on the questions. I get that and I understand that, but all of my questions, according to what Black Jesus said and what we agreed upon on the show, the understanding was that the questions that was going to be asked was based on the video. You don't have to watch the whole video, because I'm gonna give you this much. The questions I'm gonna ask is going to be based on everything she said, her judgments. So all she got to do is get timestamps for everything she said.
How am I gonna give timestamps though? This is foolish.
The same way I'm gonna get them.
Foolish. No, it's foolish. Hold on
I
one
gotta
second.
do the same thing.
Okay, hold on, Neo. Okay, but Sister E, hold on, Sister E. Hold on for a second. Hold on, guys. Hold on for a second.
I gotta do the same.
Hold on, guys. Hold on, Neo. Hold on, Sister E.
This doesn't make sense. This is how am I? You're telling me I'm gonna ask you questions about your judgment. And
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. You're not okay, Sister E. Hold on, Sister E.
No,
you're not. Hold on, Sister E. Hold on.
Black Jesus, listen to what I'm saying. This is the exact words of Neo. Neo said, I'm going to ask her questions about her judgment and she can provide timestamps. I'm not going to provide anything because I'm not prepared. I'm not sitting here monitoring everything that I say. I know what I said, but I need to understand what questions you're speaking of so that we can reference those timestamps and we can address it. It's not for me to gather the timestamps. The crazy thing is it's being requested upon me to do something. All the work is on Neo. It's not on me. I'm only going to address his question.
Okay, let me say this here, Sister E. Look, okay. Your decision starts at 0.00, and then your decision ends, I think it was like 5 minutes long. I'm just making up a number right now. And he's going to question everything you said from the beginning of your decision to the end of your decision. Okay. So all you need to do is go back and review what you said, right? And be prepared to defend what you said with timestamps. That's what you're going to do. You're going to defend because sweetheart, listen. You're not listening, sweetheart. Listen, please.
You're missing what I'm saying.
Okay, but you got to let me finish.
With timestamps, when I'm asked on the last minute, these are my questions.
Sweetheart, you now have to do it today. We're going to postpone it.
No, you're missing what I'm saying.
Okay, what are you saying? What I'm
saying is this: you said he's going to ask me questions between that 5 minutes time span that I responded and I gave my judgment. Then I have enough time. I have time to defend it and provide my timestamps. How in the hell am I going to provide timestamps and I don't even know what questions he's asking?
Okay, sweetheart, listen. Again, you're defending what you said and he's attacking what you said. He's not attacking anything outside of that.
But you said I have to go back and look at my other timestamps to reference. Like, what if he says, well, what about X, Y, and Z when you mentioned this? Then I need to go back and say, let me go back and see what I said here.
I got you. Yes, ma'am. Okay, sweetheart, listen to me good. Okay. I'm not saying that, him giving you the questions ahead of time is a totally horrible idea. I'm not saying that. Now, I kind of disagree with it, but I still think it's a good idea too. But my contention, as I mentioned to LV, is that we have never had a judge be given the questions ahead of time. Nobody, neither a judge nor if they filed an appeal against the opponent, we've never given them their questions ahead of time. We've never done that.
So what he
I'm almost finished, sister. Okay. And I'm saying to you, I believe that all of our appeal hearings have been spot on and have been tremendous. I think there have been maybe a few weak spots, you know what I'm saying? But I haven't heard anybody complain about, oh, well, give me the questions ahead of time. This is the first time. And if we afford you the questions ahead of time, then we got to do it for everybody. But then the problem is going to be is that we're now in the we're going on to the final four, and we never did that beforehand. And to me, that's being inconsistent as a debate league because I want to treat everybody the same and make sure everybody has the same treatment. Now, the only thing that was different when in our other appeal with who was that? Who was that justice that we had that appeal? Sister Nick and Brother Mac. And this was to save us time. I'm talking about the judges, because what we used to do whenever there was an appeal filed, the judges had to go back and watch the whole damn video all over again. You hear what I'm saying? This is what we used to do. This is how dedicated we are to this debate league and trying to get it right. Okay. And we did that from the very beginning to the final 8. And so I came up with the idea. I said, look here, man, I'm not going back and watch no 3-hour video and then try to make a decision who won this debate. because that's what the 3 judges used to do. We used to do, and I said what we're going to do is let the debaters bring their information and prove to us that they won the debate by making 5 points. That was the only change that we made, big change that we made from the very beginning until that time. You're asking something totally different. You understand what I'm saying? Because I almost finished. Because this appeal process hasn't even gone as far as Professor Mack and Sister Nick, okay? So you're asking us to do something brand new, and I understand the logic, but I'm asking you to please consider the continuity that we're trying to maintain and the same treatment that we're trying to maintain as a debate league. Go ahead.
So my point is this. The burden of proof is actually on Neo. Neo should be the one going through each point that I made and showing me proof and the timestamps where he spoke to that point. The burden of proof is not for me.
That's what I have to do.
Correct. That's correct. You're correct.
That's what he's saying. That's what I have to do as well. You ain't the only one that got to do that. I got to do that.
I don't have to bring anything though. I'm just going.
No, you don't have to, sister. You don't have to. Look, okay, hold on. Hold on. Just 30 seconds, Neo. Just 30 seconds.
Hold on, bro. I was quiet.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
If I say, or if you said, Neo, you didn't say the sky was red in this video, and Don said the sky was red, and I go in the video and I'm like, well, at 8 minutes and 88 seconds, I said the sky is red, and then I play the video because that's what I have to do as well, not just you just hearing your part. That's what I have to do too. And he's telling you to have timestamps on everything you're saying, which is the same thing I'm saying. Because if you're going to defend the stuff you said, the claims you made, that's the shit I'm dealing with. Only that. I'm not dealing with the rest of it. I'm dealing with the points you said that you faulted me for and I didn't do, and I'm dealing with, yes, I did do them. That should be pretty simple. So everything you said I didn't say, just make sure I didn't say it.
That's on you, and I'll address it, but it's not for me to go gather those videos.
Sister, you don't have, hold on. Okay, Neil, my turn. Now, Sister E.
Wait, hold on,
guys. Y'all cut me off, man. So, Sister E, as I said, you don't even have to be here at all, period. All we have to do is play your decision, and then he has to tear your decision down. He has to attack it with evidence. Now, it's up, and I told you, if you choose to be here, I'm saying be prepared to defend your decision. And maybe you don't have to. This is not mandatory. You may have timestamps to validate and to substantiate your defense. You don't have to, sister. Okay.
Oh, so now we're saying that I don't have to because
of course you don't. You don't. It's up. Sweetheart, I'm not here to make you do nothing. I'm
good. I'm good.
Yes, ma'am.
As long as we got this edged out and understand that it's not me to provide the burden of proof. That's right. I'm cool.
That's right. Okay, I think we're on the same page. So now, sister, are you okay with Neo not giving you his 5 questions ahead of time?
Hold on, I haven't spoken on that yet, man.
Go ahead, just us.
So I totally agree that we should keep it the same, and Neo should not give the 5 questions ahead of time, because like Neo stated, the question is based upon the 5 minutes that she made her decision. She should know what she made her decision on and why she made it. Why she should know. She said she has all the notes there. I don't think she should be pushed to provide no timestamps unless Neo is misquoting her or something like that within that 5 minutes. And then we have to try to figure out how to make sure that's not a misquote. But she should know if she's being misquoted or not either. But if Neo is playing the actual video, it's impossible to be misquoted. Neo says he's playing the video. So if he's going to play it, so I want you to understand too, Neo. If you're going to say something that she said, we cannot take your word. I will make sure that's very clear. You need to play that actual timestamps on her saying it.
Right.
So this actually eliminates some things from her having to play any timestamps. So near the timestamp, if you're going to say she say this, play the actual timestamps. That way she's not misquoted. And then you play your timestamps to back up what she is saying that is not true if you feel like it's not true. if you feel that way. So
No,
that kind of kill the situation of her playing the time stuff.
I get what you're saying. That makes sense.
I would say this for future references. Going forward, I would advise that questions be given to the person before you go into the judgment, because the questions will allow the other person to look through their notes, because it's not just Neo digging through his videos. That person may have 15, 16 pages of notes that they need to go through and address why. This is why it's important to allow the judge to, or whoever is being brought up on the appeal, to know what the questions are. And then you mentioned that they can go and ask questions and do so. No, this is an honest conversation. The question should not be a concern on if I'm going to say what I'm going to say. My notes should be able to speak to it. But if I don't have an idea of what those questions are, then I'm going to be thumbing through my notes, and we're going to be here for a good little minute, because I have no problems about going through my notes.
And we okay with you being there to answer the question?
No, that's still not right. I would say from this day forward, you're missing it, just us. From this day forward, questions need to be brought to the person prior to the conversation.
So okay, let me say this real quick.
I don't agree with you. I definitely don't agree with you.
The reason why I'm stating that you should not give the question, this is my detailed reason, because if a person,
have you ever judged a debate? Just
hold on, God damn.
Have you ever judged?
Hold on, I'm not done. I'm not done.
Have you ever judged a debate?
Hold on,
I'm not done.
Let him finish, Sister E, please.
Okay.
So, because I've seen already where people ask a question and the person may avoid it. So now, because they avoid the question, they may have to reword the question the same way, so do not be avoid. But if they give the 5 questions ahead of time, they can't do that.
That doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, you just made my point. You can't change it. Like, what are you talking about?
What you mean? Hold on, you
no
wait.
sense. Oh
You
my
cannot.
God.
What you're saying
cannot.
just us.
That
what
made
you're
no
saying
sense.
does not make sense. How can I avoid a question when it's a direct question coming from
Be-
Neo?
I'm not talking to you.
No, in general. Either I can answer it or I can't answer it. There's no middle ground. There's no gray there. It's either black or white. So to avoid the question means that, you know what? She don't need to judge anymore. I should be able to address his question head on. Have you ever judged a debate before, just us?
Let me hear from LB.
That's my question, because he's bringing up points, and if he's never been in this environment, he doesn't understand why we're saying what we're saying.
Yes, ma'am. Well, Just Us has been an appeal judge since the very beginning of this process, and he's judged debates before.
It's questionable because the questions he's asking.
Yeah, it sounded weird. Even the example he just gave, he was like, "But someone, if they give it to you, they won't be able to change what it is." I've seen people. We ain't talking about that. Wait, let me say this real quick, man. Because if you can't see that, let's say I have a complaint about what the judge says. You said I didn't do this. You play a recording of me, right? And I'm to address it. You're limiting what I can use to address it. What if I go grab something that he said that was a negative towards him? Shouldn't I be able to use that clip to be like, yeah, you did say that, but what about this clip where you said this or where you said that? You may need a specific piece of evidence to address a specific question. Without you knowing what the specific question is, it is ambush. You have no way to substantiate it. Now, Neo did clarify. He said, I'm only going to address like the judgment aspect of what she said. I understand it. That's why I went on mute. But to sit here and to act like this is a bad idea, and then to give the reason that we've never made changes, like who came and talked to me about Christina and Pro Mac having to do a rematch in front of us? It should have been a rejudge right there in front of everybody like we've been doing. That was a change. Don't sit here and tell me things haven't changed and it's just one. I'm going to leave it at the one because I can list multiple. But don't stop tying people's hands behind them back and let them argue their case. Don't sit here and say the person being questioned don't need any clips or they don't have to know what a person is saying. That is ambush scholarship. Matter of fact, all of this shit is ambush scholarship. You don't know what a person gonna say to you.
And the thing is, before you go into any court of law, you have to present the evidence to the person before you go into court. You cannot bring any new evidence or new information if if the actual other side hadn't seen it, nor the judge has seen it, because guess what? It's thrown out.
Okay, so LV, I take it that you want to make that change now, in spite of us never doing that before. Is that your decision at this time?
Well, I made it clear early on in the before we even went live. Nobody told me we was going live, but even before we went live, I said, "Hey, this is an idea. It necessarily doesn't have to be implemented here, and I'm not going to make that decision arbitrarily like other decisions have been made." So I'm making clear an idea that may make the process better, not to be an a-hole. Neil made itself very clear. I'm only going to talk about her judgment. I ain't say a word after that point until Just Us gave his example that was poor, in my opinion.
Okay, so should we require Neil to give her his questions ahead of time, or should we move on like we've been doing with since we started?
Nah, he doesn't have to. Given the nature of what he said, no, I do think we should moving forward.
Okay, Just Us, I believe
I
you
agree.
agree. Okay, I agree. So, Sister E, we're going to agree to that, dear sister. My encouragement to you, and it's really not that complicated, dear sister, is that you're defending what you said. That's right. That's it. You're defending what you said. You don't even have to go over the whole damn video. Just listen to what you said for that 5 minutes or however much time it was, and be prepared to defend what you said and the reasons why you voted for Don and not Brother Neo. It's really that simple. Okay. And because I mean, if he asks you anything outside of what you said, that's going to be to his detriment, because he's not going to be addressing your decision. And that's why he's here, to address your decision and what you said. Okay.
It's whatever. I'm here for it. If I can't address it because I need time, I will push back. And you know that. If I don't
Yes,
have
ma'am. I understand. I understand.
So
Okay. Thank you so much. All right, brothers and sisters. Thank y'all
Yeah,
very much.
how many times does she need to prepare for us to come back
Well,
again?
she's
How many
going to
times
call
she
me and let me know. I'm not going to give her a time period. She could call me. We got each
Okay.
other's number, so whenever she's ready, I'll wait for a phone call from Sister E,
Okay.
and then I'll call Neo. Okay.
That's fine. I just want to feel comfortable when she is ready.
Yeah. Whenever she's ready, she'll call me. Okay. I think we're done. And if anybody else has something to say, Brother Neo, you want to say something?
Oh man, Shalom Barakatah. You know, Lions in the building. Thought you knew. Big Lion. Shout out to JJ 7000, Black Jesus. Y'all the OGs. Y'all my OGs in this shit. Like let's get it.
Negro, you are OG too, so stop it.
Yeah, me too, but y'all put me in this shit. That's what I'm saying.
I hear you, bro. Yeah, we put you in this. Hey, we put you in this mess, and you're doing a good job, bro.
Yeah, it's y'all fault.
All right. LV, last words, man. We out of here. And then Just Us, and then Sister E.
Yeah. So yeah, just subscribe to the Clubhouse Streets, and before I leave, hey Neil, you clear on what you need to do, and I don't mean to be an a-hole, but we tell people what they need to do. All right, okay.
Yeah,
understood. All right, brother.
Not that.
All right, Just Us.
I heard about your girl, like if she was clear, because I ain't know.
All right, Just Us, last words, man. We out of here.
Peace. This is Just Us from Justice TV 33. It's all about the mind, the brain, the self. Make sure you take care of yourself, the family, and loved ones. And always try to put yourself in the best position in life. Make sure y'all guys subscribe to Justice TV 33 to get more information. And definitely, but the Ultimate Debate League, stay tuned till our next time come up with Sister E and the brother Neo on our next judgment.
All right, Sister E, last words, sister.
I'll just see y'all this week because it'll be done this week.
All right, thank you so much. I'll look forward to that call. All right, everybody. Until next time, brothers and sisters, peace, love, soul, and Black Jesus. My goodness.
And